Suppose that you found yourself aboard the Titanic. The boat has already sunk. You're out in the water. You can't survive much longer. You know it's just a matter of moments before you die. Somehow you manage to find your way to a lifeboat, but when you get there, you're pushed away because they say the boat is already full. The people in the boat are more concerned about keeping you out of the boat than they are about helping you. When suddenly somebody that you don't know, somebody inside the boat, jumps out of the boat and helps you into the boat. But once again, the boat is full. And they've got nowhere to go. Nobody wants to let them in. They're left out in the cold only to vanish into the dark, frigid water. They're gone. They died in your place.
The lifeboat was a very, very good idea to get a picture of what we're trying to do.
Well, I could say, yes, I understand that. I get it. There are lives that we need to be saving these people.
It became very real. There's just a lot of people who need help out there.
It was one of the defining moments that I can remember at LCBC.
1998, I had just graduated high school. You know, I think through LCBC's mission and vision at that time. And even then they were preparing to be ready for me to show up almost 10 years later.
We're also committed to seeing God work throughout South Central Pennsylvania as we open up new campuses, because there are still thousands in our region that have yet to experience the love of Jesus. Expansion not for our own benefit, expansion for the benefit of those that we don't even know yet. But the cool thing is God does, and He knows them by name.
When I look back, I can honestly say, if you would have said to me, can you imagine LCBC growing to be a church that has reached 13 to 14,000 people? And I would have probably looked at you and thought you were crazy. I didn't think it was possible.
It's easy to sit back, okay, we've accomplished, look what we've done, you know, and you can have that pride within you and say, we've done it all and we don't have to work any harder. But I think obviously it's not done. As churches fill up, we have a responsibility to continue to spread out and go out into the world and try to further His kingdom. So,
listening to clips from 2006 sound like things that I would hear David say last week or next week. And that's really encouraging to me, even just right now sitting in this chair, realizing that the mission I signed on for and with 5 or 6 years ago is still the same.
And so when I think about, you know, our family's journey, had people not said yes to what God was leading our leadership and our church to do, then we wouldn't be a part of LCBC probably the same way that we are today.
I want you to be thinking about somebody's name, somebody you know right now who may be far from God, that may be in danger of missing out on eternity in heaven, that right now, you know they need to be snatched from the flames of judgment. And in just a few moments, I'm going to invite you to kind of write that person's name on both pieces of cloth.
At the end of our aisles, there was a paper bag full of cloths, and we were to pull a cloth out. Joe, being a firefighter, you know, you could literally smell the cloth, and it smelled like fire. At that point, I really felt like I needed to write Joe's name on the cloth.
You know, at the launching of the Ephrata campus, prior to the carpet going down, my name, my daughter's name, pretty much my whole family's name is under the carpet at Ephrata, which is pretty cool. I lived all my life, I'm in control, I got this. To have the LCBC Ephrata campus so close takes one excuse away. From the parking team to the door greeters to everyone you meet at LCBC, they don't give you the head to toe once over to see what you're wearing or judge you. Or I've never felt judged in an LCBC campus. You know, it makes you feel welcome.
See, what's been interesting over the years is 20 years ago, 500 people said, okay, yeah, God is able to do more than we ever imagined. Maybe even He'll allow us to double. So let's go with Him. Let's follow Him. And we grew to 1,000 people. When we were 3,000 people were willing to say, okay, God is able. We don't know how He's going to do this, but we're willing to go. And let's see what happens. And we grew to 6,000. And at 6,000 people said, okay, let's do this. And here's what I know. We're the people that he wants to accomplish amazing things through. We're the ones that he says, okay, if you'll follow me on this, some amazing things can happen. And so here we are, 13,000, 14,000 people. And God is able. The question is, are we willing?
It is cool to be part of something that's way bigger than we are.
When you think about that many individual lives being changed, I mean, it becomes just incredibly exciting to think that, you know, that many people could be walking, could be living differently simply because they've been introduced to Jesus.
It was something that we can do, you know, because God's on our side.
Going from 120 to 16,000, 17, 18,000, that's a much bigger jump than going from 16, 17, 18,000 to 30,000.
This is something that's going to go on beyond my life. And, you know, this vision that we're a part of it is hopefully something that's going to last, that will go on into eternity.